Okay, let's talk about football today. It's gonna be an interesting take, right? Football, countries, nationalities, and football, like football patriotism. Uh, Firstly, I want to say I'm no longer a big supporter of football. If you're a Neymar, Messi, or Cristiano Ronaldo super fan, I would really like to know about that in the in the comments. But before then, yeah, let me spoil it right now. I'm a Messi, a super Lionel Messi, big time fan. I've watched him play for several years. He inspired me. Inspired me like it's one of the, I mean, football also is it's something that is actually you learn a lot if being a football player or something of the sort. Learn a lot from being a football player, right? Like football has taught me a lot of great things, right? Like football taught me how to be disciplined, how to put yourself 100% into something, how to yes trust. Yeah, football has a lot of stuff, right? Because when you play football with colleagues, friends, you learn how to be the man, right? You learn how to be you need to trust this guy to actually do this at this post where he's standing and you receive the ball and the people trust you for you to score or something of that sort, right? So football, yeah, it's been a game I've really enjoyed playing when I was younger. And once in a while I still do play. But I'm no longer a big supporter of football. Yeah, breaking news, I'm no longer a big supporter of football. I'm gonna give the reasons why. But firstly, I want to talk about this idea of national football, not supporting your national football club. It's not being patriotic, and I want to say no. Like the idea of if you don't support your national football team, you're not being patriotic is completely fake. It's false and it's fake in between the system. Like they fake it to make you part of the system, and I don't support that, right? Because you could decide not to support football, national football for a couple of reasons, right? For a couple of reasons, you could decide the country isn't going well, no watch Cameroon football. You know, and one of the reasons is just scope. The scope to decide to see the country failing and there's a football match and you go to a bar and you buy beer and you sit and you drink and you watch the match and you stand. I don't care we win or lose. That's about another argument. We wake up the next day and be like, the country isn't fair. Like, where did you get lost in the system? You woke up the day before it was a Cameroon match. You woke up, I don't know what you did that day. You went, sat down, bought a drink at the bar, drank while watching the match, woke up the next day and see the country isn't going well. Is that the country's fault or is that your fault? And I want everybody to be self-reflective here. If you've done that even once or if you've done that ever, and you woke up maybe the next day and was like the country isn't fair, I think you aren't fair to yourself. I think be truthful to yourself, you aren't fair to yourself. I genuinely think so. So yeah, maybe I got lost along the line, but the idea was that football and patriotism, I don't care, national football, yeah, and patriotism are not directly linked. I'm not saying not being being a football fan maybe for another national team when your national team is playing. I'm not saying I'm not saying like if that's what I'm saying, maybe I'm actually wrong because I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say you could decide not to support your country and not to support football and be like I'll concentrate on this my thing. I'll do just this my thing because the idea of no, because you don't watch this Cameroon football match or you don't watch your country's football match makes you a faulty person or makes you whatsoever, right? I'm completely against that. And for the point that it is a good idea that whenever something is really wrong, you find a way to fix it. And if you think it's not in your power, the person that imposes that on you, you find a way to let him know that things aren't going well. If things could be better, it will be better. It will be further better. Like it will be better in the future for the for higher parties, for the both of you, for him and I don't care whosoever. Like even for to the system, you tell the system right now things aren't going well. I'm not going to watch the next football match because things aren't going well, and I'm not trying to. Like I believe so many things are cope. This is what when you talk about cope, people don't understand. Tell what someone is coping, people don't understand. If you say the system is not fair, right? And really, truthfully, there's a football match that you actually love watching. That's maybe and it's a Cameroon match, and you see the system is not fair, and you really love that match, but you decide to watch it and we maybe lose, and you start blaming the coach and you blame the government and you put the blame on this and you put the blame on that. I think genuinely you are at fault. Like if you look at yourself, if you look at yourself introspectively, like if you retrospect, you will be like, yeah, I'm faulty. This is where I was wrong. Because if really you are maybe angry or something, like if you feel that anger in you, that pressure, that uh, how they sound, yeah. If you feel that energy in you, like there's an energy in you, I don't care, like positive, negative energy in you, you will not wake up any day and be like, I want to watch Cameroon match. You wake up and be like, how do I beat the system? Because that's exactly what I do because I don't feel good right now. I might feel good very soon. I might feel good in the future. And I live by that. I live by the idea that I might feel good in the future. But if I don't feel good right now, I can't take mediocre. Like I just can't take it. I prefer to have that idea and work myself to the bone until I can get there. I think that's the best I can do. And if anybody has any options, like just put in the comments. Like be like, let's discuss about this. But I really believe that the best thing a human can do, the best thing a man can do, the best thing a person can do to himself is to wake up every day and be like, if this is actually wrong, how should I fix it? I'll wake up and I'll not be like, this is wrong, this is the government's fault. I know it could be. But how do I fix it for myself? Let me say that, yeah, of course we are all selfish. It's for myself first, then for my this, my dad, my family, my country, my dad. But it's for yourself first. Exactly. If you can't fix your own self first, I don't think thinking having an idea you can fix the nation is delusional, right? So I have this concept of I'll fix myself first, I'll fix the youth, I'll fix the government systems. Yeah, let me like move governments. I'll fix the systems. I'll fix the employment market. I'll fix the yeah, but I'll start by fixing myself first. That's the only way I'm gonna achieve that, right? So I was talking about this concept of if you really think the system is fixed, the system is stacked against you, things are stacked against you, you should, I believe you should wake up every single day and be like, I'll wake up today and give the best I can possibly give to the world. And hopefully, it might not be the case, but hopefully, someday I'll wake up and be like, this is the life I want to live. And if that's the case, I'm fine. Maybe not. Maybe that might not be the case. One someday, maybe you might die before the time comes, which I'm not wishing for, I'm not praying for. God forbid that happens. But it is a better way of living than to just accept the fact that the system is rigged and there's nothing. I'm blocked in the system. Like I believe, instead of believing, when you start believing that you believe you can take your like, it's it's a sense of helplessness. You start having this sense of helplessness, which is a sense I hate to have around me because I think you agree with me that you wouldn't like any hungry person around you when there's food around you. I think you agree with me. I try to think about it. If you don't if you maybe don't agree with me, would you like to have a thief around you if you have money on your table? Will you? If not, Would you like come back? Let's come back. Will you have to? Will you like to have a plate of food on your table? If there's a hungry person around you, like he's maybe around your house, would you? Yeah. If you don't, then understand the system is rigged. We must find a way to win, and there are not two ways. You win or you lose. So you must find a way to win. I'm actually losing. If I'm not finding a way, if I'm not winning, I'm actually losing. So if I'm not finding a way to win, I'll lose. And I could spend my whole life finding a way to win because I don't want to lose. Basically, yeah, somehow maybe I'm losing, maybe I'm winning. But that's the only way I can live. I want to live a winning life. I don't want to live any life less than winning. And I really like the phrase, I can't die anything less than an emperor, right? I can't die anything less than emperor. Anything less. It's an idea I've put in within myself that I shouldn't cap on any of my successes. Like if I can make 100K, shouldn't be like, no, I have to make just 10K because if I make 100K, people will be able to make it more, and this will help them. So if actually, in fact, there's also this other idea of if you own a store and you maybe sell cigarettes, and there's a store near you that sells cigarettes, and someone comes to buy cigarettes from your store, and the person and you refuse to sell cigarettes to that person, the person goes to the next store and makes that next business owner rich. How are you advantaged? How are you advantaged by the situation, right? So it is actually when you come to think of it, you're like, "Brother, you're completely wrong. If you can make 100K, you should make it. I don't know how, I don't know why. I'm just saying, if you can make 50, you should make it. If you can make 2,000, I don't care whatever you can make. But don't cap yourself to, no, the best I could do is just to make 10K and then I'll be fine. And no, 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 no. First of all, you will not be fine. First of all, I don't want to go into details, but first of all, you will not be fine. And secondly, if life and growth are two things, I think the last time I read about purpose of life, talk about life, purpose of life is learning and is growing. When one thing with when life becomes frustrating when you actually start diminishing in growth, and diminishing in growth doesn't mean you start reducing. A constant, when a constant remains a constant, like if you are at, let me say you have a salary of 150,000 per month, right, for the next 5 years. Year one you feel happy, but year five you feel so low because it's like I've been having 150,000 for the past 5 years, right? So nothing has changed, everything being equal. You are still earning the same 150,000 you were earning 5 years ago. But today you'll be more furious. You'll be like, but I'm still earning 500. But you don't understand. Like I mean 150,000 in a way that it satisfies you. Since from year one you were satisfied with it. You were like, this is what I wanted. I now have it. You are satisfied. By year five you'll be like, but no, something is wrong. I wanted, because there's this diminishing effect of a constant. If I have a car that's worth 2 million today, in 5 years I wouldn't want that car ever. I only want a car more expensive or something like that's just how life is. Life works that way. So the idea of I can't die anything less than emperor is the concept that I'll grow. I will grow as much as I can to learn as much as I can. Because yeah, it's only when I grow that I learn. Yeah, they can be intertwined because I also learn and grow and learn and grow and learn and learn and grow and grow and learn, yeah. So it's only when I do that I actually get to a stage where like I want to go on to that's infinite. Until I reach that stage where yeah, it's time for me to go and rest and I'm happy with my achievements and everything. But yeah, I think yeah, being proud of myself and my achievements and my and everything I've done, and yeah, everything I've done so far is one of the most motivating factors. I wake up every day and I'm like, wow, this is what I've been able to achieve. I want to achieve. I need to achieve more. It's not. Sometimes it's not even the I want to. If you stop, everything crumbles. And I'm going a little bit everywhere today, but if you own a company today, that's what maybe 2 billion. You started a company with your sweat and blood. It took you 3 years for that company to start anything. You had a little bit of investment, you had a little bit of your capital and other investments from other sources. And it's true. The few following years after your company was successful, you were paid every year maybe 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Let me see, your company is now valued at 10 million. And you'll be paid maybe 2 million for 4 years, yes. 7 years of running your company, 4 years of success, 3 years of bootstrapping everything to get to the level you are today. And now you're actually successful, right? You're successful because now you have been having your 2 million, 2 million, and your company keeps growing. Your company is already at 10 million. You're very happy. What happens is that if you decide that no, right now I don't want that company anymore, and your company crumbles, you lose your 10 million. You think you're worth 10 million, you're worth zero. You're worth just what you put in your bank account. If that, right? Because if you actually put it in the right bank account and maybe made systems in place and everything, because now you are worth zero, firstly, and secondly, you might have to start over again. I hope this makes sense to some people, and I hope I really like this is I'm really talking about something that is actually pertinent to some people, right? Like people need to hear this. It was a very interesting video from football to business. Business, yeah. I like to talk about business because as a whole, the idea of think business, think freedom is the best thing every human being can have right now. That's the only idea you should buy into. You should buy into that idea so much that 15-hour work days are is free time for you, right? Like you want to do it, you understand that it's a necessity. It's a necessity. It's something you have to do, and if you don't do it, it takes less from you. Like you feel reduced because you have to do it to win. The game is rigged against most of us. Like I would say the majority. The game is rigged against 90% of us, and to be sincere, I don't believe 50% of us will even make it. The game is rigged against 90% of us. In those 90, I don't believe 50 could make it. So to make it, you must put in an extra effort. I'm trying my best. I hope you are trying so. I really hope so. So, all I will say now is I'm watching from afar, and I really hope the best for you and myself. Thank you.